One morning, a team of young physicists gathered in the Gravitational Wave Research Lab at the University of California. The team leader, Clara, was a talented and determined theoretical physicist. Alongside her were Wesley, an expert in experimental physics, Levi, a computer programmer, and Alara, a mathematical genius. Their goal was to measure gravitational waves from the depths of the universe and understand the structure of these waves. However, during one of their experiments, something unexpected happened. Their measuring devices detected a gravitational anomaly on Earth. Clara stared at the screen in disbelief and said, "This is impossible. This isn't a deviation in Earth's magnetic field. Gravity has been warped." Alara added, "This warp could be a gateway to other regions of the universe." This discovery filled them with both excitement and fear. They immediately began working to understand what the anomaly was and what it meant. However, it didn't take long for the anomaly to start affecting Earth's gravitational forces, leading to devastating consequences. The balance of nature was disrupted, and everything on Earth was in danger. Wesley said, "We need to close this anomaly. If it continues, the Earth could be torn apart." The team had to race against time to find the source of the anomaly and shut it down. However, the anomaly was not just a gateway but also concealed a great mystery behind it. The team identified the location of the anomaly and set out on an expedition. Led by Wesley, the group set up camp in the California desert, at the closest point to the anomaly. However, the anomaly was much stronger than expected and pulled them into a world they had never known. Alara, looking around in astonishment, said, "This is not part of the universe. Here, the laws of nature operate completely differently." This alien world was unknown to them, but the key to closing the anomaly was hidden here. As they delved deeper into their research, they discovered traces of a civilization that had once lived in this world. This civilization had developed an ancient device that controlled the anomaly, but due to a malfunction, this device had become a threat to Earth. Levi said, "If we can't stop this device, not only our world but this world will also be destroyed." The team decided to do everything they could to understand how the device worked and deactivate it. However, the challenges they faced during this process pushed them to their limits. At every step, a new mystery, a new danger awaited them. Chapter 2. The Secret Behind the Anomaly. After identifying the location of the anomaly, the team set up camp in a desolate area of the California desert. They finished their preparations before nightfall, but unease was evident on everyone's faces. The air was heavy, as if nature itself was turning against them. While checking their equipment, Wesley took a deep breath and broke the silence. "We're setting up camp here tonight," he said. "But we need to reach the source of the anomaly before morning. We won't leave anyone behind." Clara fixed her gaze on the flickering light on the horizon. "This light isn't normal. We can see the energy source from here. We need to reach it," she said. Alara asked anxiously, "What if it's not from this world? What if this gate doesn't bring us back?" Levi gently touched her shoulder. "We'll come back. But first, we need to understand what we're dealing with," he said, his voice determined. Throughout the night, the team took turns keeping watch, none of them managing to sleep fully. The energy of the anomaly was both frightening and mesmerizing. At dawn, they began walking toward the source of the light in the silence of the desert. Wesley led the way, with Clara right behind him, and Levi and Alara following from the back. With each step, they felt the gravity strangely shifting. Sometimes it lightened, other times it became heavier. After a while, they felt a low-frequency vibration coming from beneath the ground. Wesley stopped and placed his hands on the earth. This vibration indicates that the device is operating. "We're getting closer," he said. Just then, the sand around them suddenly lifted, turning into a sandstorm. They couldn't see anything and struggled to breathe. Wesley shouted directions to the team. "Stay together. Don't move." Clara held Wesley's arm tightly. "This storm is the effect of the anomaly, isn't it?" she said, her voice filled with worry. Wesley replied, "Probably. It might be trying to pull us in. We need to be careful." When the storm abruptly stopped, they found themselves at the entrance of a cave. The light emanating from the depths of the cave was almost hypnotic, drawing them in. This light indicated the location of the device controlling the anomaly. However, the cave seemed not only like a passage but also like a trap. Levi said, "This light tells us that we're in the right place. But we shouldn't fall into a trap. We need to explore the interior first. Ilara asked with concern, what if the way back gets closed? Clara responded firmly, there's no turning back. We need to find an answer here. As the team stepped into the cave, they realized that the gravitational forces here operated completely differently. Their steps slowed as if everything had become heavier. The strange symbols on the walls and the shimmering stones indicated that this place was the remnants of an extraterrestrial civilization. As they walked further, the tension increased. They felt like something could go wrong at any moment. Deep within the cave, at the center of a room, they found a large device. The device resembled a sphere filled with energy. The glowing blue light filled the entire room. Suddenly, a figure appeared beside the device. This figure looked like a holographic projection, identified as the leader of the ancient civilization. The figure spoke in a cold voice, "This device is the key to opening the doors of the universe. But this power is only safe for those who can control it. In the wrong hands, it can destroy both your world and ours." Wesley took a step forward. "We need to shut down this device. Otherwise, our world will be destroyed," he said. The figure paused for a moment, then responded, "To deactivate the device, the person who touches it must have only the desire for peace and balance in their heart. But this power transcends your physical existence. If you fail, both you and your world will be destroyed." This warning placed a heavy burden on the team's shoulders. However, Clara took a deep breath and approached the device. Ilara and Levi supported her as Wesley began the necessary calculations to reverse the device's energy. As the device's light grew brighter, the tension reached its peak. When Wesley reversed the device's energy, the cave started to shake. Everything changed rapidly. The ceiling collapsed, and the walls began to crack. Clara shouted, "Did we do it?" But her voice was lost in the noise of the device. Suddenly, the device stopped, and a deadly silence filled the room. The anomaly had been closed, but the silence that fell upon the team made them feel that this victory came at a great cost. As they hurried to exit the cave, they saw that everything had changed upon their return. The anomaly was closed, but this process had pushed their mental and physical limits. Only one question remained: what would be the price of this victory? I hope you had a good time. If you liked my story, do not forget to comment and subscribe to my channel. Goodbye, see you in the next story.